We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is taking just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Down. 90, Wolf. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. All right, let's get there. Now. Roy.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Throwing again. Purdy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
51's the mic. I got you. Hey, Mike 51. Ain't no shoot.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go. Calm the Army. X3, 218, chopper. Jim, smoke. Mike 51. All right, T, let's go. Mike.
2nd and 3. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I'm going to get you. Third and 1. 6-6. Pull it high. I got it. SOS. Yep. SOS. Hey, wahoo!
third down. Purdy, the catch made by Miller. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
45. Yes. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Defense.
On first down, Purdy. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
45's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey!
45's the mic. Watch the run.
Hey, Haywood!
Back to throw. Purdy. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
27, Mike 27. Hey.
Now.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover...
It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
Right here, guys.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Back to the air on second down. Purdy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
15 line.
Under 10. 10.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Purdy. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the Buccaneers' 41-yard line.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 80 weapon. 2.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Score, Falcons 14, Buccaneers 7.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Jones operating from the gun. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun to give to Mixon. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 22, Jones escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Let's go. 8, read. 61, matchbox lights.
Come on, the ball.
Throwing on 1st down. Purdy. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey.
At the Falcons' 8-yard line.
Snap.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Mike, 45. You must be getting tired of seeing.
Ready?
Now Jones off the play fake. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley Lovely. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Purdy. They'll find Miller. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Go, go.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
90 Wolf. Get it.
Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gould to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Blue day, blue day.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Come on.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down now, Mixon. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Pass. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here we go on second and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Yo, go, go. Bravo.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike,
from the gun, Purdy under pressure again, and down he goes again. Deion Jones, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. Looking to throw. Purdy airing this one out for Evans. And they will not be able to hook back up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second down and goal. Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
Ready.
Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Let's go, right here. 45's the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
Push him back.
Let's go.
To throw on second down, Purdy. He finds his target. It's Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
We got 4. And the Buccaneers. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
A first down carry now for Miller. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Pilot, 64, weak.
45. Mike, 45. Check.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45's the
Yep.
mic. I'm coming after you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And some room to maneuver. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Joe Mixon, 75 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Falcons 56, Buccaneers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Six guys. Check 6 guys.
They go right back to Singletary. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett made that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this throw caught left side. A gain there of 21 yards. Jones on 1st down. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Mixon with a first down carry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd and a couple. Jones. There goes a deep ball in. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Gold to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Falcons 63, Buccaneers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Lamar Miller, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They will run with Singletary. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Singletary again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Try to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant. 25.
Hey, Echo.
Check 25.
Back. You draw Porkers. Check go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here on this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
Singletary here running out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week.